welcome to the class. This is now the 10th class in our series of 10 classes at this base level for complete beginners and for those whose body doesn't work as well as it used to when it was younger or before an injury, before an illness, etc. This class, or this series of classes, hopefully will have helped you to gain a little bit more awareness of your body, to bring a little bit more strengthening and health into your body, and to make that body-mind connection as you've been very aware of your breathing as we've been practicing. Again, if you're new to this series, then I highly recommend starting from the first class. There's a link to that class below, and to check out the About Yoga page on my website. Again, the link is below to see the benefits and, importantly, the precautions involved in the practice of yoga. So if you're ready now for this class, roll out your mat, your carpet or your towel, and we'll begin. We're going to start this class standing with a practice I call freedom in movement. We're going to be making some movement with the body and trying just to keep the movement as free and as easy and relaxed as possible. We're going to start with the left arm and just turn slightly to the side just for you to see better. We have to start the movement by lifting the arm, actually creating that movement. When we drop the arm, we try just to keep the arm moving like a pendulum. The forwards movement creating the backwards movement, and the backwards movement in turn creating the forwards movement. Of course, in reality, we are controlling this movement a little, but we try to feel as if the movement is creating itself and we are putting in absolutely no effort to maintain the movement. If possible, close your eyes, keep your focused awareness to the movement, and feel how free this movement can be. No control over the movement, just let the movement happen all by itself. Feel the sensation of the air passing over your arm. And now we'll change to go simply from side to side, so minimum of effort to make the change, and you're now crossing the abdomen with your arm, and the arm is still making a free, easy, flowing rhythmic movement. The movement right creates the movement left, and vice versa. Keep awareness to your breathing. Keep the breath as relaxed as the movement is. Easy, free and relaxed. And then begin to allow the movement to slow, to eventually come to a stop. And you may notice your arm continues to make small movements as it slows, as it comes eventually to stop. Observe the sensation of your left arm from the shoulder to the fingers. Practice now the same movement on the right arm. So beginning by raising the arm up to the front and then just letting the arm drop and start its movement. Feel the freedom in this movement, freedom at the shoulder, and freedom all the way through the arm, absolutely no tension in the arm, and it feels as if there's absolutely no muscular effort involved in making this movement, simply moving as a pendulum moves. Forward movement creating the backwards movement. Feel how free the fingers are, and the wrist, the elbow and the shoulder. Can you make this movement any freer? Can you feel the relaxation in the whole arm as it continues its swinging movement? And then with minimum of effort, we change to go from side to side. Going across in front of the abdomen and out to the side. The movement stays free, the movement stays relaxed. Just notice the change, notice the difference. Observing your breathing to keep it relaxed and free and easy. Now slowly we allow the movement to decrease. To slow down. And we observe the small movements that wish to stay. And all effort has ceased. Observing the arm from the shoulder to the fingers. Now completely relaxed. Now opening the eyes, we'll do the same movement now for the left leg. This is a little bit challenging, we won't be doing it for quite such a long time. But bring your weight onto your right foot. See if you can lift the left, and then you can make backwards and forwards movement with the leg. Try to keep it as free and easy as possible, and make sure you don't touch the floor as the leg moves. Very good. Now changing to go from side to side. Make the movement as relaxed as possible. If you're struggling with balance, just move yourself next to a wall and place one hand on a wall. And then releasing, bringing your foot back down. Just transfer the weight evenly to both feet. Observe your body, observe your breath. Observe how your legs feel. Now the opposite leg, so bring your weight into your left leg until you feel all of the body weight on that left leg, and the right leg lifts to the front to begin its backwards swinging easy movement. Keeping the eyes open to keep your balance, freedom in movement, relax as much as possible the hips, all the way down through this leg. Try not to touch the floor, and then we'll change to go from side to side, crossing in front of your left leg. Very good, and then releasing, bringing your leg back down, and your weight on the two legs. Closing your eyes. Feel the sensation you've created in your legs. Feel the sensation of your breath. Very good. Reopening your eyes, we'll continue now with a little twisting movement. And just let your arms be free. Let your arms follow the movement and express the freedom in that movement. So first we simply start turning the hips from side to side. As you get used to the rhythm and the movement in the hips, The arms may begin to sway as you just keep them relaxed and just allow them to follow the movement. Movement in the hips is free and easy and relaxed. Movement in the arms equally so. Closing your eyes if possible to fully feel the movement, feeling the arms swinging by your sides. Bringing freedom into the movement in the abdomen, in the hips, and in the upper legs. So observing your breathing, knowing that your breath is calm and relaxed. Following the relaxation and freedom in this movement. And just allowing the movement to slow. Notice how the movement wishes to continue. Just follow, just allow. Just observe. Without wishing to change anything, just observe. Eventually, the body comes to a rest. Now move to the neck. Here we're just going to make half circle swings, and this movement will require just a little bit more control. But try to release that control as much as you can allow, and allow the movement instead to be free. So first, just stand tall and straight. And with exhale, slowly lower your chin downwards to meet your throat, and let your head be completely relaxed. And then with your inhale, moving the chin towards your left shoulder. With exhale, relaxing the chin to the chest and then back up to the right shoulder. Exhale as you lower, inhale as it rises. Exhaling to the chest, inhale to the shoulder. Making just half circle pendulum swings with your head, keeping your neck as relaxed as you can allow. And just feel that movement, feeling the muscles of the neck, allowing your head to feel heavy in its release. Feeling any tightness in the neck, or just feeling the freedom to move from shoulder to shoulder. And now we just release back slowly to the center. Maybe small movements, pendulum swings continue until your head relaxes fully. And then simply raising your head back up. Keep the eyes closed. Observe the whole body now. Observe your awareness to the body. As you breathe, and keep awareness to the breath. So one more deep breath in. And then exhaling, open your eyes, and you can give the body a little shake out. We'll continue now, working a little bit more the muscles of the neck. We're going to bring a little strengthening exercise to the neck muscles. So first, interlocking your fingers, and then turning the backs of the hands towards you, and placing the backs of the fingers onto your forehead. So here we're going to press the forehead into the hands and prevent the movement with the hands. So equal pressure, forwards and backwards, no movement will actually be created. So first take a full deep breath in, and then as you exhale, press forwards with your head and resist that movement with your hands, with your arms. Inhaling and exhaling with that forwards movement, that forwards pressure. You should feel the neck muscles now. And release, placing your hands to the back of your head. So same movement, this time the head presses backwards into the hands. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, push backwards with the hands. Hold the head steady, preventing all movement of the head, and instead feeling the neck muscles working hard as they press backwards. And releasing the arms. And now sideways movement, so placing your left hand just slightly backwards of the ear and just slightly above the ear. You'll probably find a nice bony part for the head, the hand to press against. So we're pressing the head sideways, resisting that sideways movement. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, pressing your head into your hand, resisting all the movement from your hand. Another deep breath in, and the exhale, press, and the muscles of the neck feel they're strengthening, and then releasing your arm, relaxing your neck. Opposite hand, right hand, just slightly behind, and just slightly above the ear. Full breath in, fully lengthen the neck, and then exhale, push your head into your hands. Resist the movement with your hand. Feel the muscles of the neck. Again, inhaling and exhaling with the sideways press of the neck. And releasing your hand. We'll make now a full rotation of the neck, 3 times in both directions. So first, focus to the back of the neck, lengthening up. The chin moves inwards and downwards slightly. And then exhale, lower the chin down and to meet the throat. The rotation begins to the left with your inhale. Continue to the back to open up the throat. Exhale, follow to the right. Exhaling, continuing all the way back to the chest. And twice more in this direction. Trying to open up the circle little by little with each movement, with the freedom you're finding in this movement. Or you may witness some tight spots in the neck, some sounds of clicking or popping. Just witness, allow no pain in the neck. Stop if you do feel any pain. Now we'll go in the opposite direction. So first the head relaxes towards the chest and then begins its rotation to the right and gently to the back. Exhaling around to the left and to the chest. Second circle, aiming to be a little bit more open, a little bit more relaxed in its movement. One last circle, feeling how slow, how deep and how wide that circle is allowed to be. And as you come back to the chest, just simply lifting the head to come back. There we go. We're going to move our attention all the way down now to the feet. If you can, bring your feet together. You find during this exercise, lose your balance a little bit, then just separate your feet to hip distance. So we're first focusing to the left foot. Lift the toes on the left foot, then lift the sole of the left foot so you're balanced on the heel. Keep the toes open as you place the sole of the foot down, then come onto the toes. Lift your heel as high as you can. Come over the top of the toes, keep the toes touching to the floor until you're on the nails of the toes, and then bend the right knee so you sink the body weight down, feeling a deep stretch to the top of the foot and the toes. And then inhale, raising back up, straightening the right leg. Come over the top of the toes on this left foot. Placing the heel back down. Lift the toes. Lift the sole of the foot. Again, left foot. Place the sole. Come onto the toes. Come onto the very, very tops of the toes. Keep them touching the mat. Roll over so you're on the tops of the toes. And then bending the right knee, sinking your body weight down. Re-lifting with your inhale. Roll over the top of the toes. Place your heel. And then lift the toes. Stretch them open. Lift the sole of the foot. Feel the muscles in your ankle. One last time. Rolling through onto the toes. Onto the very tips of the toes. Over the tops of the toes. Bending the right knee. Sinking the hips low. Inhale, re-lifting over the toes. Place your heel, lift and stretch the toes, lift the sole. And release your foot back down. Opposite side now. Right leg. Lift the toes, lift the sole of the feet, you're on the heel. And then roll through the sole onto the stretched toes. Onto the very tip of the toes, over the top of those toes until you're on the nails, and the tops of the foot, and then sink down, bending in the left knee. Inhale, raising slowly back up, come over the top of the toes, place your heel, lift the toes on the right foot, lift the sole. Good, again, roll through the sole, onto the toes, up until the tip of the toes, over the top, and sink down. Rest your body weight down on the top of the toes. Inhale, raising back up, come over the toes, place your heel, toes lift, sole lifts, on the heel. And again, roll through the sole of the foot, the toes, up and over the top of the toes, and sink down, bending in that left knee. Raising up, over the toes, heel down, toes up, sole of the foot up, feel the ankle and its muscles. Very good. And then relax. So we'll join our feet completely again together. We're going to make here a circular movement of the knees. So first we bend the knees and then place the hands to the knees. Try to push the chest up so your back stays nice and straight. And then just move the body weight gently forwards, a little bit more towards the toes. And then move the body weight gently backwards, a little bit towards your heels. Find a center point again with the soles of your feet. And move the body weight gently to the left side. Back to the center. And then gently across to the right. The movement is just slight. And then back to the center. So now we'll make a little rotation of the knees. If you feel any pain in the knees, just stop the movement and relax. Otherwise, take a deep breath in. Exhale the knees to the left side, to the front, crossing to the right side, and slightly back, straightening a little in the knees, and then across to the left, pushing forwards, round to the right, and easing back. One last time, in this direction, left, forwards, right, and back. Good, and then we'll change directions, right, forwards, left, and back. Right, pushing out, forwards, pressing forward, left, and legs straighten a little. And then one more circle. Coming round nice and slowly, and back to the center. And then raising up, keeping your knees more or less together. Very good. We'll take a big step now, out to the side. So you might like to open both legs so the legs are nice and wide, and a little bit wider than your hips. Turn your toes a little outwards here. You're going to come into a one-leg squat. So the feet can be to 45 degrees or a little bit less. Placing your hands on your hips, chest lifts, abdomen is inwards and upwards, staying nice and strong. So first take a deep breath in, pull the navel upwards, and then as you exhale, bend in your left knee and gently push into your right foot so you feel the weight coming into that left leg. Raising gently up to the center with inhale, bending now in your right knee. With your exhale, feel the weight coming down. And then inhale, back up. Good. Now this time we'll place the right hand to the lower back, left hand onto the inner leg. And the left hand is just going to guide the knee gently outwards. This right hand on the lower back just pushes the hips gently forwards so you feel the back a little bit straight. So take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, coming down and just guide with your left hand the knee gently outwards towards the little toe. But just gently, don't exaggerate that movement. Inhaling back up to the center, changing hands, and exhaling, bending into the right leg, and guiding that knee gently outwards, feeling maybe a little bit more stretch on the inner thigh. Back up, changing hands, exhaling as you bend the left knee, guiding that knee outwards. Inhaling, coming back up, changing hands. Exhaling, guiding your right knee again gently out. And coming back to the center. Very good. So we'll turn our toes just to face forwards now. So in other words, 90 degrees or to the long side of your mat. And then placing your hands again at the hips, elbows a little bit back so you feel the chest open. Abdomen a little inwards and upwards, pull the navel up to the heart. We're going to fold forwards here, but just halfway, maybe until your head is in line with the hips, and then re-lifting. So we start with a full and deep breath in, feeling the back straight and strong, and then keeping that, looking forwards, keeping the chest up, we fold, following the exhale down, halfway, if possible, keep your eyes looking up, feel that stretch coming into the backs of the legs. And then inhale, the eyes even higher, the chest even higher, your back is strong here, holding the weight of your upper body. And relax. We'll repeat that now. Elbows back, chest lifted. Inhale, draw the navel upwards. And then exhale, as you begin to fold, feel the movement of the hips going backwards as a counterweight for the chest, going forwards. Coming down again, if possible, to halfway. And then inhale, lifting your eyes, lifting your chest. Know that you're strengthening your back as you keep it straight and strong. Very good. We're going to repeat that movement again now, but at 45 degrees. So just turn the upper body so it's around 45 degrees to the left. Elbows are still back. Abdomen is in, chest is open. Take a deep inhale, looking forward. And then exhale, keep your eyes focused to the same point. So keep your eyes up, to keep your chest up, folding at this angle, pushing gently into your right foot, feeling the weight on your left leg. Inhale, the eyes lift, the chest lift. You slowly come back to the center, and then turning round to 45 degrees right. Inhale, the abdomen and chest high. Exhale, folding slowly forwards at this angle till you come to around halfway down. And then inhale, relift your eyes, feeling the back strong, and bringing yourself again back to the center. Very good. So we'll release the arms out now. Either side, keeping your legs comfortably open. We'll open up our side bodies now. So our left hands are turning to face outwards. Right hand stays on your thigh and can slide down your thigh as you move deeper into this lateral bend. So exhale first. Inhale, raising your left arm over the top of the head. As it comes up, make sure you keep the shoulder nice and low. And then exhale over the top of your ear. Stay there and breathe, pushing your feet into the floor, following the navel and the chest upwards. And then exhale your right arm a little bit lower, down the leg. Pushing your left foot firmly into the floor. You follow the stretch up the outside of the leg, through the body, and out through the fingers. One last deep exhale here, turn the left palm to the sky. Inhale, push away against the air, and release your arm in a wide circle back down. Right hand now turns to face outwards. Exhale. Inhale, raising the right arm over the head, feeling the downwards press of the shoulder before we come over the top of your ear. Press both feet into the floor, navel and chest lift higher, and the left hand is sliding down the leg. Make sure the body stays centered here, no forwards and leaning, no backwards leaning. And make sure your arms stay straight at the elbow and reaching out from the fingers. Breathe into the opening in the left side, feeling on exhale a compression of the left. One last deep exhale, palm to the sky. Inhale, raising out to the right arm. And exhaling, releasing that arm back down. Very good. So we'll come now into a twist. So placing your left arm to your back. So the back of the hand is placed on the sacrum where the pelvis joins to the spine. Raising the right arm up to the sky, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, turning a little towards the left and placing your hand to the outside of the knee. Lift the chest high so your back feels straight, and then turning and twisting, looking backwards over your shoulder. Back is nice and strong, turning and twisting, using your inhale to lift the chest a little higher, and exhale to feel that twist. One last deep exhale, and then inhale, releasing, bringing yourself back to the center, reaching both arms out to the side, turn your palms to the sky. Inhale, extend the whole body up, reaching high, and exhaling, releasing your arms back down. Right hand now to the lower back. Left arm reaching first to the floor, exhaling. Inhale that right arm high and up to the sky, and then turning towards your right leg, placing that hand to the outside of the leg or outside of the knee. Push off that knee until your back feels straight, chest feels lifted, and then turning to look backwards over the right shoulder. Try to move your elbow a little away from the back to deepen the twist. Breathing here, sense of lift in the chest on inhale, chest turn and twist on exhale. One more exhale followed through to its end, and then inhale, releasing back, reaching both arms all the way out to the side. Exhale, turning your palms. Inhale, raising your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, releasing your arms in a wide circle back by your sides. And then we'll walk the feet gently in and back towards each other. And you might like a little shake off of the legs or of the arms. So placing yourself now to your hands and your knees. Your fingers are widely stretched on the mat and your hands shoulder width apart. Hips directly over the top of the knees, knees hip width apart. Push up with your hands, send the upper back upwards to the sky. And try to roll the shoulders out. That means the hands feel like they're trying to turn themselves outwards on the mat. But imagine that your hands are glued to the mat and they don't turn. Instead, that turn comes from the shoulder, and the shoulders feel their strength. Feel that strength in the shoulders as you push even stronger your hands into the floor. Now exhaling here, and while inhaling, begin slowly to lift your eyes and to lift the coccyx at the same time. Looking up, stretching the front of the body. Now stay here and breathe. Push the ground away with your hands. Lift the chest higher. Feel that arching in your back. You're strengthening the back muscles here. Creating flexibility in your spine. One more full and deep breath in. And then with your next exhale, tucking the chin slowly into the throat and the coccyx, down and under, so you're bringing a rounded shape to the back. Stay here and breathe. With each exhale, push the hands into the ground, stretch your upper back. Feel that width all the way across from shoulder to shoulder. With each exhale, squeeze the abdomen in, push the coccyx towards the floor. And feel that lengthening sensation into the lower back. Abdomen squeezed, chest squeezed closed. One more deep exhale there. And then inhale, releasing and coming simply back to the center. So we'll bring a little stretch into the feet now and the shoulders at the same time. So just curl the toes under. Heels are high, and then sit back onto the heels. Already feeling a stretch now on the heels and the toes. So now raising both arms upwards towards the sky, stretching up in your back, and exhaling, bringing the hands back just in line with the shoulders. Try to pull the arms into the shoulder sockets and press downwards. Now keeping the right hand where it is, inhale, come up or high onto the knees and pull the left arm back over the top of your head, and exhale, bringing that left arm down. As you sit back down to the heels, left hand comes all the way to the knee. Again with the left arm, inhale, raising up, no movement in the right arm, keeping it where it is. And then exhale, slowly we descend to the heels, the left arm coming back down. Very good. Now, bringing the left arm back up to the center. Exhale, inhale, right arm rises. Pull the arm back behind you, lift the chest higher. Exhale, coming down with the right arm, placing the hand to the thigh. Again, right arm rising. Up and over the top of your head, pull back, open up the shoulder, and exhaling, coming back down, nice and slowly. Very good, and then bringing your arms up again to the same height. Exhale, both arms raising up high, and pull them back over the top of the head. And then exhale, sitting back to your heels, stretching the soles of the feet. Very good. So we'll place the hands back down now, underneath the shoulders, and releasing out those toes. They like a little wiggle of the toes after they're stretching. Releasing the feet. Now bring the knees in together and the big toes are touching. We're going to make a movement called the tiger. So it's very similar to the cat movement we just did, but taking it a step further. So again, we need to push the ground away, to roll the shoulders back, and again that means the hands feel that movement outwards without actually making the move. Now bring the weight into your right knee, bring the left heel to the buttock, then pull the left knee back, Lifting at the same time through your eyes, through the chest, feeling the throat become open. And then exhale, bringing your left knee nice and slowly through towards the chest, keeping the foot above the ground, tilting the forehead down towards the knee. Again, pulling that left leg back. Progressively, we feel the stretch on that left thigh as it lifts higher and higher. And then with exhale, we progressively feel the stretch to the buttock, into the lower back, all the way through the neck to the top of the head. One more time, pulling that left knee back, stretching your abdomen as you pull the navel to the heart, lift the chest, opening, and one last time, exhale, bringing the knee all the way in. Now squeeze the ribs of the chest close, squeeze the abdomen in, and then bringing your knees and feet back together. We'll sit back down now onto the heels, or more precisely in between the heels. So little movements from side to side separates the heels so you can sit in the little basin that you create. Now our wrists may need a little stretch after that tiger. So place the back of your hand into the waist, into the soft part of your abdomen. Make sure here you're sitting tall and straight, no slouching. I'm watching, no slouching. Good. Back nice and straight. And then press inwards with your hands. And feel that stretch that you're bringing into the wrist with that backwards press. Now you may increase that stretch if you pull your elbows a little bit further backwards. Chest rises nice and high. Exhale is soft, relaxing as we experience the body. Very good. So one last exhale here, and then releasing your hands, giving them a little shake off, a little movement in the fingers, and then we'll bring ourselves back up onto the hands and the knees, same position, feet together, knees together, and we're practicing now on the opposite leg. So first we transfer the weight to the left knee, then lifting the right heel to the buttock. Begin to inhale and lift the right knee up, lifting through the eyes, stretching the whole of the front of the body, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, bring the knee through, in towards the chest, pushing down with the arms, squeezing the breath out. Inhale, this right knee pulls back, head lifts, thigh knee lifts, high as you can. And then exhale, bringing the knee in to the chest, squeezing the breath out as you squeeze the knee up. One more time, shoulders pull back, leg pulls back, raising up, arching your back, feel the back muscles contracted, and exhale, feeling the back muscles stretching now as we tuck the forehead in, maybe even touching the knee. And then bringing your knees back in together. So we bring ourselves up now to standing. So curling again, the toes underneath. Coming back with your fingers into a toe squat. And then slowly raising back up. Now standing with the feet together. You're going to practice the forward bend. First, reach your arms all the way down by your sides. The lower you reach your arms, the higher the chest lifts, lengthening the back of the neck, sending the top of the head all the way up to the sky, pressing the feet into the floor at the same time. The lift comes from your knees, thighs, pelvic floor, abdomen, chest, through the back of the neck. Now turning your palms to face outwards. Extra open your fingers. Turn the thumbs all the way back and then pull your arms back until the tips of the shoulder blades move towards each other. Exhale fully here, and following your inhale, raising your arms up over the top of the head, fingers touching if possible, and exhale, palms outwards, pull the arms back, open fully your chest, slow in the release of your arms down, keep them at the same speed as mine, don't finish the movement until your breath has fully released. Again, turning the palms to face out, extra open the fingers, turning your thumbs back even more. Pull the arms back behind you. Now this time we'll practice our forward bend. So we'll turn to the side so you'll see me better. Exhale, inhale, reaching back with the arms, reaching up with the chest, feel that extension to your spine, and then palms out, keep the eyes looking forwards. Lift the chest higher as you come down, you're strengthening your back all the way down. Place the hands to the legs, and then slide the hands up to the knees and push the back straight. Stay here for a couple of breaths, pressing the shoulders down away from the ears, lifting the chest higher, lifting the navel up to the chest. Take one more inhale, push off your knees, and then keep your back straight, keep the eyes up for as long as you can as the exhale slides the hands down to the ankles, or to the feet, or even maybe to the floor. Stay there and breathe. Let your exhales be long, slow and deep. Maybe one day the palms will come down to the floor, and the head will relax down towards the ankles. Feeling that stretch through the backs of the legs. Just keeping your hands on the legs. If they don't yet come to the floor, take a little strain off. Feeling that stretch through the backs of the legs as you keep the legs straight at the knees. One more full and deep exhale. Slide the hands up to the knees. Push off the knees. Lift the eyes. Lift the chest. Feel the back now straight. And reach back with your arms. Extra open the fingers as you turn the palms to face outwards. Arms behind you. Feel that opening in the chest. Opening in the shoulder. Opening in the fingers. Reaching up. Maybe even looking up to the sky. And then palms out. The arms release in a full and wide circle. Coming all the way back. Very good. So we'll come down now onto our backs. So bending at the knees, placing the hands coming back, and we release all the way down onto the back. Bringing the knees now up towards the sky and separating the feet hip distance. Now reach with your hands and try to touch the tip of the middle finger to the heel. The other finger is not long enough to touch, and this just measures the distance between your feet and your shoulders. Try to walk the shoulders in towards each other, bringing the weight from one to the other, and then extra lengthen the back of the neck. Now we're going to roll here up, vertebra by vertebra, to the shoulders, and then simply roll back down again. If you haven't yet seen this movement, watch first, and then practice with me. So awareness comes to the navel, exhale, inhale, the navel rises, and there's space between the floor and the lower back. And then exhale, push the navel downwards, lift the coccyx first, push the lower back into the floor, and then roll slowly up, vertebra by vertebra, to the shoulders, pressing from the feet, and then exhale, reversing the movement, coming down vertebra by vertebra, Make sure here the coccyx is still tilted upwards to the sky, so you can roll through the lower back, onto the sacrum, through the sacrum to the coccyx, and now the navel lifts high, stretching in your abdomen, arching in your lower back, and again push down as you exhale with the abdomen, push the lower back into the floor, and then inhale, raise slowly upwards by the press of your arms and feet all the way up to the shoulders. Exhale, slowing your release back down, control the speed of the breath with the speed of the movement, coming down through the lower back onto the coccyx. One more time, lift the navel, inhale deeply, lifting as high as you can. Exhale, pushing down with the abdomen, squeeze the lower back into the floor, and then inhale again as you raise up through the upper back, all the way up to the shoulders. Push from your arms, press from the feet, and exhale, rolling back slowly down through your spine, feeling each vertebra, one after the other, touching to the floor. Roll through the lower back, all the way onto the coccyx, and stretching your abdomen, and then simply relax. So we'll stretch out the legs for a moment, turning the palms of your hands to face upwards. We'll have a little stretch now of the whole spine, in fact the whole body. So with your hands and your arms just slightly up off the floor, we exhale, and then inhale with the sweep of your arms out to the side and over the top of your head, crossing your left arm over the top of the right, cross as deeply as you can over the chest, over the abdomen, palms face down to the floor at the end of the movement. Opposite direction, again left arm over right, stretch as deeply as you can in both directions, and now over the top of the head, a full and maximum stretch of the spine, and an exhale, bringing the arms back by your sides. So we'll come back into this bridge position, bending the knees, placing the soles of your feet to the floor at hip width apart, reaching your hands again, and measure the distance by reaching your middle fingers to touch to the heels. A little walk of the shoulders in towards each other, chest feels extra open, and the back is already slightly engaged. Now we'll practice that same movement that we did a moment before. This time we'll hold the final position at the shoulders. So the abdomen already feels its lift. Exhale, and then inhale, lift the navel even higher. Exhale, push the navel down, lift the coccyx, and then roll through the spine up to the shoulders. Again, see if you can walk the shoulder blades in a little bit closer by bringing the weight to one shoulder then the other. Extra lengthen the back of the neck, keep that sense of lengthening. Push through the feet, press through the arms. If your shoulders allow here, join your hands interlaced together and press the hands to the floor. If when joining your hands you can't touch the floor with your hands, simply keep them separated so you can press the hands to the floor. Lifting the chest higher, pushing through the feet. You may even walk the shoulders in a little bit closer now if you have your hands interlaced. Now stretch open your toes, lift them, and then roll up onto the toes and lift your heels as high as you can, and naturally the hips will be higher. The chest can lift higher to the throat, push with your arms, stretch open the abdomen, stretch open the rib cage. Keep that extra height now. One more deep breath in, and exhale, only release the heels back down to the floor without
feeling any loss of height or width across the chest. Push again through the feet, you're strengthening your thighs, you're strengthening the buttocks, you're strengthening the back as you open the chest. One more deep breath in here. Exhaling, release your hands out slightly to the side so you can roll the back down, nice and slow. Keep that movement slow to keep your awareness to the sensation of each vertebra, one after the other, coming down to the floor. Very good. And now we'll bring the knees up into the chest, wrapping the arms around the legs and squeezing them gently in. Observing your breathing, releasing unnecessary tension from your arms and shoulders. Just deep enough that your legs stay in place. Now preparing to lift the head to the knees. If your neck is comfortable too, take a deep inhale. And then exhale, chin to the throat, placing the head between the knees and squeeze yourself into a nice tight ball. One more deep inhale here. And then exhale, releasing. Slowly back down with the head, the feet, and then straightening out through the legs. Very good. We're going to rock over onto our side now. So first with your arms by your side, reach them down towards your feet. Then lifting the right arm up to the sky, over the top of your head, so you can roll over onto that right side. And either resting your head on your arm, or if you're comfortable to, lift your head and place your head into your hands. Now this elbow, this right elbow, has the tendency to move inwards. So see if you can slide that elbow a little bit further back. Press forwards from the chest, press forwards from the hips, and make sure the legs are nice and straight, one on top of the other. Very good. Now in this position, we're going to try to open up the left hip. So first, lifting the left knee and placing the sole of the foot onto the thigh. You may feel you can slide the foot up a little bit higher, bringing the heel as high up the thigh as you can. Balance may come a little bit difficult here, so keep the left hand maybe in front of the chest, or you can press on the inside of the knee or thigh and move that knee backwards, but press the chest forwards, press the hips forwards at the same time. You'll increase this stretch sensation through the inner thigh. And now keeping that opening, the left hand places again in front of the chest, and an extra challenge here is to close the eyes. Focus and feel your breath. Feel its movement at the abdomen and try to soften the buttocks with your exhale. Very good. So one more inhale here. And then exhale, releasing the left leg, the right arm, and rocking yourself back over onto your back. And just take a moment to relax while I change sides on the mat so you can see me from this angle. So preparing now the opposite side. Exhale, inhale the left arm up and over the top of the head. And then rocking over onto your left side. Again, feel free just to relax your head onto the arm. If you're comfortable to, lift the head, placing the head into the hand. Now your left elbow may move a little bit further back, your chest and hips may press a little bit further forwards, and your legs stay nice and straight. Now placing your right knee up to the sky, the left foot into the inner thigh, and you can use your hand to help its placement to be as high up the thigh as you can. Are you finding your balance here? Now maybe increasing the stretch to your inner right thigh by placing your hand to the inner knee and push gently against that knee to open the hip, but make sure the hips press forwards, the chest presses forwards at the same time to keep your balance. Now keeping your leg in place as the right hand is placed again in front of the chest. Now the challenge to close your eyes, feel the balance as you breathe slowly. Feel softness in the forehead and the eyes. A minimum of effort from the arms just to maintain the balance and to keep the head up. And this stretch open of the right hip as the knee continues to move gently backwards. No tension in the buttocks, they can relax, as can the thighs. Very good. And one more full deep breath in here. And then exhale, releasing the top leg, releasing the head from the arm, and rocking gently back over onto your back. So we'll lift the knees again up into the chest, wrapping your arms around and squeezing gently. Now this time we'll come into the happy baby pose. So we separate our knees, a nice comfortable hip width or slightly wider, hands on the insides of the legs, and hold the soles of the feet, either the outside edges or the inside edges, as you prefer. I prefer the outside edges. Extra lengthen the back of the neck with exhale, and then with inhale we can raise just the soles of the feet towards the sky so the legs stay bent, ankles directly over the tops of the knees. And this is in this position now. As we exhale, we can press just gently downwards on the feet and lower the knees towards the sides of the chest. Observing that there's a right angle between toes and the ankle, the shin to the thigh. Exhaling softly, exhaling smoothly, feeling the sensation this brings into the hip and the back pressing into the floor. One more full breath in, and then exhaling, relaxing the feet down, joining the knees together, arms wrapping around, and just squeeze the thighs for one deep exhale into the chest, and releasing your legs now all the way out, bringing them to each corner of the mat, palms turn upwards, shoulders rolling inwards, neck is lengthened. We become aware of our breathing and aware of the body relaxing with each breath. The rhythm of the breath is slow, and we follow the breath in and out, following the movement of the abdomen, following its rise and fall, and following the breath, entering and leaving the nostrils. Relaxation deepens with this awareness to the body as it lets go and releases its tension. Relaxing in the shoulders, down through the upper arms, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. Relaxing in the chest, letting the chest feel heavy in its release, and feeling the upper back soften into the floor. The abdomen gently moving with the breath, and the lower back softens to the sound of exhale. Buttocks, thighs, calves, ankles, feet, whole body relaxing, experiencing its breath. Now preparing yourself to release this position. Just giving yourself one more moment of awareness to how deeply you've let go. And then taking one more full inhale and exhale with movement coming to the fingers and toes and the feet rejoining to turn the palms of the hands to face upwards, releasing the hands slightly above the floor. Exhale, and then inhale, reaching the arms up over the top of the head, a full body stretch, and exhale, releasing your arms back by your side, lifting now the knees up into the chest, arms wrapping around, and squeezing the thighs gently. Preparing to lift the head with a deep inhale, exhale the chin to the throat, then press the head between the knees, and you can rock yourself up to seated. Feel free to rock yourself to the side to come back up. So we'll find ourselves now a comfortable seated position. You can sit here on a cushion, you can sit on a chair, as long as the back feels tall and straight, abdomen and chest lifted and opened. And we can help find that opening in the abdomen as we press the hands against the knees and pull the navel forwards, then lift the navel up higher. Feel the space you've created in the abdomen as you expand it with an inhale, soften it with an exhale. Now again, pressing the hands to the knees, feel the chest moving forwards, then lifting upwards, feel extra opening now in the lungs. As you take a deep breath in, and as you release that breath out. Continue to breathe nice and slowly and deeply with your awareness. Now we're going to try to move the breath up the spine on inhale, and then move the breath back down through the body to the earth on exhale. This movement can be helped with the ujjayi sound coming from the throat as we did in the previous class, just contracting lightly the throat as if you're going to steam up a mirror, and then with the sound of the breath, the sound of the inhale rises through the spine, through the back of the neck to the top of the head, and the sound of exhale travels back down through the body like a wave of relaxation, and you feel the connection between your body and the ground beneath you. With the eyes closed if possible, inhaling upwards through the spine, through the back of the neck, to the top of the head and beyond. And exhale, allowing the wave of relaxation to flow over you, to release out all the body's tensions. One more time, drawing the breath up from the earth, through the coccyx, along the length of your spine, out through the top of your head, all the way up to the sky. And then exhaling, feeling the whole body relax, shoulders and arms, hands and fingers, hips and thighs, ankles and feet, whole body relaxed. And just breathing there, gently and smoothly. And one more full deep inhale. And then exhaling, open your eyes, releasing your hands, releasing the legs, giving the legs a little movement, a little shake, a little movement in the ankles, and we'll bring ourselves back up to standing. So bringing your legs in, coming up onto the toes, and lifting up to standing. Feet again together, arms reached down by your side. Turn the palms to face outwards with an exhale, and then with inhale, the arms rise to the sky, come up onto the toes, balance on the toes, you stretch, and then releasing your heels, releasing your palms, and the arms coming all the way back down to the heart. And namaste. Thank you very much for joining me on this series of classes. If you've enjoyed the classes and stayed with me all the way through to the last one, you may like to offer a donation for the production of these classes and to help me produce any more at the next level. If you wish to, just follow the link on my website, on the contacts page, and you'll be able to offer a gift. So thank you very much again for joining me, and I wish you luck with your yoga practice. Maybe we'll see you in person one day for a yoga retreat or a training.